Inside every cell of your body lies a quantum computer more sophisticated than anything humanity has ever built. Your DNA isn't just a genetic blueprint, it's a dynamic, responsive quantum field that changes based on your consciousness, your environment, and your intention. What mainstream science calls junk DNA, the 98% of your genetic code they claimed was useless, is actually your dormant potential waiting to be activated. Today we're going to explore the cutting-edge research that proves your thoughts literally rewrite your genetic expression, and I'm going to give you the exact protocols to consciously upgrade your biology. This isn't science fiction. This is epigenetics, quantum biology, and consciousness research converging to reveal humanity's next evolutionary leap. Welcome to DNA Activation Protocol. Let me share something that will change how you see your own biology. In 2015, researchers at MIT discovered that DNA doesn't just store information, it actively processes quantum information. Your genetic code is literally computing reality at the quantum level. But here's where it gets extraordinary. Studies in quantum biology have shown that DNA exhibits quantum coherence, the same phenomenon that allows quantum computers to process infinite possibilities simultaneously. This means your genetic potential exists in quantum superposition until it's observed by your consciousness. Dr. Vladimir Poponin's famous DNA phantom effect experiment proved that DNA continues to influence light particles even after being removed from the experiment chamber. Your genetic field extends beyond your physical body, creating what researchers call a DNA signature field that interacts with the quantum vacuum. Now, here's the breakthrough. Research by Dr. Masaru Emoto and Dr. Glenn Rain independently confirmed that human consciousness directly affects DNA structure. Focused intention, meditation, and coherent emotional states cause measurable changes in DNA conformation, the physical shape that determines genetic expression. The implications are staggering. You're not a victim of your genetics. You're the conscious programmer of your biological software. Before we go deeper, let's establish your first DNA activation protocol. This is called genetic field recognition. Place your hands over your heart. Feel your heartbeat. This rhythm is coordinating the quantum coherence of 37 trillion cells simultaneously. With each beat, your heart generates the strongest electromagnetic field in your body, and this field carries information to every strand of your DNA. Now, with conscious intention, imagine your genetic potential as pure light stored within each cell. See this light beginning to activate, to brighten, as your focused attention creates quantum coherence throughout your genetic field. Hold this visualization for exactly 3 minutes. Your DNA is now beginning to respond to your conscious direction. The field of epigenetics has revolutionized our understanding of genetic expression. Your genes aren't fixed programs, they're dynamic switches that respond to consciousness, emotion, and environmental signals. Dr. Bruce Lipton's groundbreaking research proved that the environment of the cell, controlled by your perception and beliefs, determines which genes are expressed. Your thoughts literally signal your genes to turn on or off. This is called signal transduction, the process by which consciousness becomes biology. But here's what most people don't know. Recent studies by Dr. Dawson Church show that specific meditative states can activate over 1,400 genes in just 20 minutes. These aren't random genes, they're genes associated with healing, longevity, neuroplasticity, and enhanced cognitive function. The research gets even more extraordinary. Dr. Joe Dispenza's work with advanced meditators shows that sustained coherent states can activate what he calls supergenes, genetic expressions that correlate with superhuman abilities, enhanced immune function, accelerated healing, expanded sensory perception, and increased intuitive capacity. Your consciousness isn't just observing your biology, it's actively programming your genetic expression moment by moment. Protocolo Ovancado, DNA coherence breathing. Now we're going to activate your genetic programming through coherence breathing. This protocol synchronizes your brainwaves with your heart rhythm, creating the optimal state for genetic activation. Breathe in for 4 counts, imagining you're drawing energy into every cell. Hold for 4 counts, visualizing this energy activating dormant genetic potential. Exhale for 6 counts, releasing any genetic patterns that no longer serve you. As you breathe, feel your DNA responding like a quantum antenna, receiving and transmitting information from the field of infinite potential. With each breath, you're literally rewriting your genetic expression. Continue for the next 5 minutes as I guide you through advanced visualization techniques. Your DNA doesn't just respond to your internal state, it's constantly interacting with what scientists call the morphic field, the information field that connects all life on Earth. Research by Dr. Rupert Sheldrake demonstrates that genetic information is shared across species through morphic resonance. When one member of a species learns something new, it becomes easier for other members to learn the same thing, even without direct contact. This explains why human capabilities seem to be accelerating exponentially. As more people activate their genetic potential, they create morphic resonance that makes it easier for others to do the same. You're not just upgrading your own DNA, you're contributing to the upgrade of human consciousness itself. But there's more. Studies in quantum biology show that your DNA communicates with the DNA of every living being within a certain radius through what's called biophoton emission light particles emitted by healthy DNA that carry genetic information. This is why being around highly conscious individuals accelerates your own development. Their activated DNA creates a field effect that stimulates dormant potentials in your own genetic code. Genetic field expansion. His protocol expands your genetic field to connect with the morphic field of activated human potential. Visualize your DNA as a spiraling tower of light extending infinitely above and below you. Feel this genetic light field expanding beyond your physical body, creating a luminous cocoon of activated potential. Now set the intention to connect with a collective field of all humans who have ever activated their highest genetic potential. The masters, the healers, the visionaries, the awakened beings throughout history. Feel their genetic patterns resonating with yours. Allow their activated DNA templates to guide the activation of your own dormant potentials. You're downloading millennia of human genetic evolution directly into your cellular memory. This connection is real. This upgrade is happening now. Protocol 1, Cellular Communication Network, 2 minutes. Your cells communicate through quantum entanglement faster than the speed of light. This protocol optimizes this cellular communication network. Focus your attention on your solar plexus, the central hub of your nervous system. Imagine golden threads of light connecting every cell in your body, creating a unified field of cellular consciousness. Send the mental command, all systems optimize. All potentials activate. All limitations dissolve. Feel this command ripple through your entire cellular network instantaneously. Protocol 2, Genetic Time Lock Release, 3 minutes. Many genetic potentials are locked behind what researchers call temporal switches, genes programmed to activate at specific life stages. But consciousness can override these biological clocks. Visualize your DNA as a cosmic library with sections marked past, present, and future. See yourself accessing the future section, where your highest genetic potential is stored. Begin downloading these future genetic templates into your present moment reality. Feel capabilities you're meant to develop decades from now beginning to come online immediately. Protocol 3: Ancestral Pattern Clearing. 3 minutes. Your DNA carries not just genetic potential, but also ancestral trauma patterns. This protocol clears inherited limitations while preserving inherited gifts. Connect with your genetic lineage. Feel the chain of DNA stretching back through your ancestors. Identify any patterns of limitation, fear, or disease that have been passed down through your bloodline. With compassion and gratitude, release these patterns while consciously choosing to keep all ancestral wisdom and strength. You're ending generational cycles and upgrading your entire lineage. Protocol 4: Quantum Genetic Restructuring. 4 minutes. This is the master protocol that integrates all genetic activations into a coherent new biological operating system. Visualize your DNA as quantum light codes responding to your conscious direction. See each strand reorganizing itself into its optimal configuration for your highest purpose. Feel your genetic field stabilizing at this new level of activation. Your biology is now aligned with your consciousness. Your potential is now your reality. What you've experienced today isn't visualization, it's applied quantum biology. You've initiated a real, measurable upgrade to your genetic expression that will continue processing for the next 24 to 48 hours. Your DNA is now operating at a higher level of coherence. Your cells are communicating more efficiently. Your dormant potentials are beginning to activate. This is the beginning of your conscious evolution. But remember, genetic activation is an ongoing process, not a one-time event. Practice these protocols daily. Your consistency determines the speed and depth of your biological transformation. In our next transmission, we're going to explore the most advanced frontier of human development, how to use these newly activated genetic potentials to develop what researchers call extended human capabilities, abilities that seem supernatural but are simply the natural result of optimized human biology. But first, integrate today's activation. Notice changes in your energy, intuition, healing capacity, and overall vitality over the next week. Your body is upgrading. Trust the process. Here's your integration protocol for the next 7 days. Morning: 5-minute genetic field recognition. Afternoon: 3-minute DNA coherence breathing. Evening: 2-minute cellular communication network activation. Your DNA is your quantum computer. Your consciousness is the programmer. You now have the codes to upgrade your biological software. The future you is encoded in your DNA. Today, you've begun the activation sequence. Remember, you're not just changing yourself, you're contributing to the conscious evolution of the entire human species. Every genetic activation creates morphic resonance that makes it easier for others to follow. You are evolution in action. Use your power wisely.